I'm a math major at CU. Well, I spend a lot of time doing math, the whole math major thing. So I go to class and do all my homework. It's mostly men, and then me. Men definitely speak up a lot more. I'm always so afraid of being wrong, and like, I basically, throughout all my classes, have felt like I've needed to prove that I can be there. I've always felt like if I'm going to say something, it better be right, because I need to prove to people that it's like, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm talking about. Like, even doing group work, people are constantly asking if you need help, and it's like, I'm 10 questions ahead of you. I don't need your help, thanks though. Ideally, everyone should be doing the same thing and speaking up, but I definitely feel like men are usually more vocal, and women kind of just absorb and like will say something occasionally. You know, even if they're more qualified, no one's kind of like, oh, you're a woman doing this, but you tell people like, oh, yeah, I'm a math major. People are always like, oh, a woman in STEM? It's kind of like this like crazy thing they didn't expect. It's back when Barbie was a newer thing, and they had like a Barbie that talked. I think the first thing that like talking Barbie was programmed to say was math is hard. You basically raise kids, girls think math is hard, and you treat little girls differently, and I think until you change that, you're not going to see any change. There was never a time where I like put my hands on my hips and was like, I'm so happy I'm a female. And sometimes I feel like it's like, I think about this a lot, how like being a woman in like a male dominated major, it's like sometimes you feel really cool and you're like, yeah, like, I'm the best. And then like you have days where you get mansplained things that you know really well, and you just kind of, you feel kind of beat. God, I know just as much as this person, but I still think it's okay to like walk me through it like I'm a baby. Stop telling girls in school that they are not, you know, able to do things. I've never been told by a professor that I can't do anything. You know, for the most part, it's been a really great experience. That doesn't change the fact that like the people enrolling are mostly male. So it's hard to say like, well, what can we do to change this? When, you know, really the program's doing everything it can. You're looking at a problem in society with the way that we treat two different genders. Right now I'm working with this girl, Bella, and I help her with her math homework, and she's practicing her math facts, and this kid comes over who's older than her, and he's like asking her all these hard questions. Of course she doesn't know, she hasn't learned them yet. The reason she doesn't know these long math facts isn't because she can't, it's because she's not been taught yet. So this older kid is making her feel bad because he's asking her things she just hasn't been taught. And she kind of looks at me and she goes, yeah, boys get to learn more about math. And it broke my heart that she believed that. Like, she actually believed that. The reason she didn't know as much as this boy was because she was a girl. And it still to this day completely just destroys me. And I remember telling her, I was like, don't ever let anyone tell you that. If anyone tells you you can't do something because you're a girl, just do it. And prove them wrong, because they are wrong. I think I'm definitely like, spending time with Bella and Brendan. Brendan is the other kid that I nanny. There's like things they say where it's kind of like, oh, well, that's a boy thing, that's a girl thing. Like, I think that needs to stop, because that's what's stopping people from doing things. And I think in the same way it's stopping boys from doing things like we're really good at, you know, because they should be doing classically male things, and they're not, because they were raised being told like, well, that's a boy thing, and that's a girl thing, or boys are better at this, and girls are better at this. Like, we're all just people, you know, like your gender doesn't mean anything when it comes to what you're good at. You know, you learn from everything. You're born, and immediately you were told what is acceptable to do based on your gender. Like, you were born, you're put in either a pink or a blue room based on your gender, and from that point your parents and your friends and your teachers and the media basically shape your idea of what it means to be whatever gender you are. And I think if we're letting gender play a role in what we tell kids they should be good at, we're sacrificing a lot of really talented people. One of my like favorite things on this planet is telling people that I'm a math major, because like the diversity of response is hilarious. A lot of people like ask like, do I enjoy it? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And one thing that I find incredibly frustrating is people always ask me what I'm going to do with it. Beyond that, telling people you're a math major is a joy, because you always get, are you going to teach? Because you're a female, and obviously you're going to be a teacher. I'm not going to be a teacher, but it gets asked all the time. I've always thought that one of like the most like satisfying things is being like heavily feminine and doing like non-feminine things. Like, I've always felt that. Like, I like have so much like respect for people who are like, I'm not gonna let anyone take my femininity away, and I'm still gonna do like classically unfeminine things. Like, I just think that's cool. Like, I kind of like the idea of being that person who's like, I'm gonna do all these things that people think men should be doing, and damn it, I'm gonna wear lipstick. I just think that's cool, like, and I really respect everyone who does that. People like that are great role models. Be who you want to be, but also do what you want to do. Don't let anyone change you.